Is a 5-in-1 jump pack worth the money? Let's find out.
Now I'm going to have my daughter help me do the unboxing on this tool. This I picked up at Harbor Freight Tools, and it is a 5-in-1 portable power pack. It includes a jump starter, an air compressor, power supply, inverter, and work light. Hey everyone, Roger from Ask the Car Experts YouTube channel, and I just want to go over some benefits of having a tool like this in your car at all times. And you should always have access to a jump starter, jumper cables, air compressor. I mean, if you have a flat tire on the side of the road, you definitely need an air compressor, right? You might be able to fill the tire up and continue on your way. An inverter never hurts to have one, and work lights definitely helpful. So we're going to try this out. So I'm curious to see how well this is going to jump a car. I'm curious to see how fast this is going to fill up a tire, and just in general how well something that you can pick up from Harbor Freight. That's where I got this. This costs $1.20, so it's definitely affordable. So the benefits of this is it does have a 6-gauge booster cable. It's a maintenance-free battery, 15 amp hour. It is sealed lead acid, 300 psi air compressor with the gauge. That's pretty good. Super bright 4-way LED work lights. Now I haven't tested this at all. I am not promoting this. I was not given money to promote this. This is just something that I felt I should have in my truck at all times. And this just looked like a good option. If we look, it is 12 volts DC, 18 amp hours. The cold cranking amps are 351.7, so if you have a weak battery, this will definitely help supplement your battery. I'm actually going to hook this up to a car with just this, and we're going to see if we can actually turn over a cold engine. I'm very curious about that. 6-gauge wire, that's actually really good because it's nice thick wiring, and air compressor 300 psi. That's pretty crazy. So I'm going to get some help in here, and we're going to unbox this and see what this looks like.
Whoa, that's cool. 5-in-1 portable power pack. Let's open this. Instructions. Don't need that.
Well, this looks pretty cool. Alright, so looks like this might be the back side of it. You have 200 watt, 400 watt peak inverter built in, 115 volt outlets, you have 2 of them, USB port, pretty cool. What's in here? Alright, so this is
That's where you hook up your tires?
That's right, Tom. So, yep, looks like there's a lock right here. So this is going to be for the air compressor. Looks like that's the total length. It's enough to get to a tire. It's not super long, but it should do the job, and it seems like it tucks in pretty well. So it's a nice fit here. All right, so looks like we have lights on the back side. This is pretty cool. And let me flip around and we'll take a look on this side. All right, so on this side.
What does this do?
Alright, that looks like it turned on the LED. That's for your clamp power, so that's going to be the 2 side ones. So we have the red, which is positive, and pop that up. The negative, right, which is black. So with this on, we have power on both sides. So I wouldn't want to touch these together, or else I'm going to create a spark. Right, so this is going to be how you jumpstart your car. I mean, it looks like the length is pretty good on these. So we're going to go ahead and shut that off so we don't arc these, although they do have some good plastic around them, so it really is hard to get them to contact. There's no power. What's nice about this type of setup is there's no power in these cables until you turn it on. So it's off. Ah! Man, you guys didn't even jump.
I did a little bit.
Right? So there's no power in these cables, so you can't damage your car until you turn it on. Alright, you want to try to pop that on. So if we look here, we have 2 DC sockets, so you can actually power things with the DC. We have the air compressor. Nice reaction, yep, that's loud. The air compressor says it can go up to 300 psi. And then we have the work lights. Hopefully I'm not blinding you. I mean, they are pretty bright. It's 4 LEDs. It's on both sides. That's pretty cool. And do I need to charge this up before I use it? Is a battery test button right here. And that is showing me that I have 13 volts. Now it's still in the green. I'm going to plug this in and let's see how much it charges before we actually use it. Hey everyone, I'm pretty excited to test this out. I have a bunch of things here to try. I have my overhead light right here. And I'm going to go ahead and plug that into the power inverter in the back. And turn it on. Fan comes on, right? It's got to keep that inverter cool. And let's turn my light on and yep, okay, so that works. It's great. From what I read, it sounded like it could power it for, depending on the load, I mean it could be up to an hour. Let me try a different feature of this. Let me shut that off. My shop light also comes with the battery adapter. I think is on the working side. Yep, so let's flip this around and plug it into one of these 12 volt sockets. Let's see how this works. I don't know if to turn this on to get this to work. Or, oh, no, those are powered all the time. All right, good to know. All right, my light came on instantly, so this actually can work off a 12 volt. My plug here actually is an inverter, and that's pretty cool. All right, so on a BMW, we have jump terminals in the front. Not every manufacturer has jump terminals. The battery is actually in the trunk on this car. And I'm curious what happens if I am not paying attention. Hey, this cover is black. Hey, it must be my negative, right? No, it definitely is not. I would definitely not try this at home, but let's see what happens. Okay, warning me. So it has polarity protection, red light, red LED lights up. It's saying, hey, idiot, switch them around. It's no bueno. Okay, put that on my negative jump terminal. These are pretty tight, which actually it's a good thing to have nice tight clamps. And it lights up green. Green is good. All right, so it's off. So it wouldn't output power, so you can't damage anything. That's a good thing. If I turn it on, now it's outputting my voltage, which I know I have a good battery in this. It's the one I brought back to life. I'm going to actually put a bad battery in this car and see how this jump pack works. All right, here's my donor battery that I had that I have not brought back to life. And I have 9.1 volts in this battery. I had this also in case I wanted a second battery for my Resurrect the Car battery video, and the first one worked so well that I didn't need to bring this one back to life, which is good because now I can use it for this video and we can test out this 5-in-1 jump pack. Alright, I'm back here in my trunk. I have that battery that is not very happy, very low voltage. I'm going to go ahead and hook up my positive cable. I am going to hook it up back here because to give it due credit, it is better to hook up a jump pack right at the battery versus the jump cables in the front of the car because it has all the resistance in the wiring. So this is actually a better place to hook it up, but if you don't have that option, obviously you can hook it up in the front. We can try the front too, but the way that this works, those clips are tough, is that you're supposed to turn this on according to the instructions that my daughter didn't want to read and let it sit for 5 minutes. So I think what you're trying to do is equalize the battery and give it a boost so that it will then turn the engine over. Hope this works on this really dead battery. I guess we will have to just see. Alright, my LED is green. I have the power turned on, and let's wait 5 minutes and give this a shot. Alright, I'm really curious to see how well this is going to work with that battery being as dead as it is. It is a colder day. Let's see what we got. Alright, clutch down. Wow. She started it with a 9-volt battery. 9 volts in that battery, and this jump pack actually started this car. Fully cold. That is crazy. Wow, I'm really impressed with this. Let me disconnect it because I want to keep abusing this and I don't want to drain it down. So this cranked over my E46 engine on a cold day with no problem. Let's see what battery voltage I have left after I let that sit on there for 5 minutes, which would have depleted it. Still am at 13, just under 13, so it's still like 12.9. Excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to abuse this, and let's see how well it works for inflating a flat tire. Alright, so to test this out, I'm going to deflate my tire. And I don't have a valve stem tool to be faster, but I can go ahead and just deflate it just like this. Let's see how well this thing can fill up a flat tire. It says it goes up to 300 psi. I am very curious to see how well this is going to work. You get a puncture in your tire and you're on the road. This would be great to have. I know they have some fix-a-flat stuff, but sometimes the puncture is enough where it will seal and you can use this, fill it up, and you can make it home or to repair shop and not damage your tire. Alright, flat tire. Let's open up the back. And let's hook this up and see how well this works. Alright, lock that down, and the activation is back here, and let's see how it does. Oops, that's the inverter. Sorry, it's in the front. Compressor. Here we go. Right here. So from completely empty to in about 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes, we are back up to 35 psi. Now, it felt like forever. 10 minutes can feel like forever, but sometimes these pumps will take 45 minutes to pump up a tire from 0 to 35. So again, I am actually really impressed with this. I am actually happy that I have this for when I go on a trip, because I don't have my snap-on jump pack that I have at work. And this is way more versatile. It's got 5-in-1. I can use it to charge phones, which I'm not going to set up for because I know that's going to work. Let's see what the battery voltage is after we ran it. And it still says it is close to 100%, so I could have continued running this if I needed to fill up more tires. So actually, I'm really happy with this. I can't believe it how well this little jump pack 5-in-1 for $110 actually works. So I'm happy. I'm gonna definitely keep this and throw it in my truck and bring it on a family trip. I just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to get latest automotive and BMW repair videos.